Hello, all my Hello Maniacs out there. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you again. And it's once again time to answer your questions on another Ask Brian. Because you have questions and I have answers. I'm trying to think of a new way to introduce this because this is like the 30th one I've done of these. I don't know how many it's been. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. But once again, I asked you guys to ask me questions, and y'all sent a ton. So now we're going to go through and answer them. And if you want to be up to date on when I'm about to do an Ask Brian, follow me on all the social media things that popped up before. And then I tell you on there, hey, one's about to come, so start asking your questions. So, yeah. First question comes from Matthew's Views. Do you have any advice for YouTubers who are just starting out? I get this question a lot, and the biggest thing that I can tell you guys is if you want to start being a YouTuber is just to start. I get so many people who are terrified about like, oh no, I don't have a good enough camera. Oh no, I don't have a good lighting system. Oh no, I don't have any of this. Because like when I made Let It Go, I had no lighting. It just happened to be a room with really good lighting. I didn't have a super nice camera. It was just an old camcorder that my parents weren't using. So I just borrowed that and their tripod. I didn't buy anything for that. Now, the sound recording was really top of the line, but that's just because I was in college at the time and that was the colleges and they let me use it for free. That was it. But even after Let It Go, the microphone that I used, I didn't use any microphone for videos like this. It was just whatever the camera picked up. And it was still the same camera I used for Let It Go. I got a really cheap lighting system off Amazon, and even then, you didn't even need that. Sometimes you just need an open window. In fact, I still use an open window. There's an open window right here because it's a bright sunny day and it's helping the lighting. And for a camera, just use your phone. You know, well, the smartphone cameras right now are incredible, and they're great. Just, you know, buy a little $5 tripod for it, put it up in your room, and just go for it. It's super easy. Just go for it. And on top of that, it's just have fun with it. If you're not having fun with your YouTube channel, you're not doing it right. That's important to remember too. The Llama of Many Voices asks, do you know any of the vloggers, Adam the Woo, Justin Scared, I don't know if I said that right, or Fresh Baked? I don't know the first two, but I have met Fresh Baked. We met at, I think, D23. Coincidentally, I'm wearing a shirt from D23. We haven't really done anything, but we met. I Love Incredibles 2 asks, what is your favorite and least favorite Pixar movies? My favorite one is Up, adore Up, and my least favorite one is Cars 2. I know a lot of people say Good Dinosaur, but I kind of liked Good Dinosaur. It's not the best Pixar film ever, but I got a soft spot for it. Maybe it's because I'm from the South and I really relate to Arlo. I don't know. I liked it. Caleb Webster asks, what is your least favorite ride at Disney World? You guys know my least favorite ride at Disneyland is Autotopia. And I would say that my least favorite ride at Disney World is the Tomorrowland Speed Racers Racing Speedway. I don't know, I've never ridden it. I'm just like, it's Autotopia, but different. So I guess I would say that, but I've never ridden it, so I don't know how much I would dislike it. But if we're doing a ride that I've actually ridden, I don't know if this counts as a ride, but Hall of Presidents. I know, everybody's like, but it's the Hall of Presidents. I'm not gonna lie, it bores me to tears and I can't stay awake through it. I appreciate the artistry that went into making all of these presidents move, but after a while you're just like, oh my gosh, just finish. I got fast passes for Space Mountain, let's pick this up, people. And I'm not much of a history buff, so I kind of get bored. I mean, it's cool. I saw it once, but I don't really need to see it again. River Plasma Hero asks, do you ever find yourself unconsciously slipping into an impression? And if so, which one do you tend to slip into the most? I've got a few that I slip into, but the one that I slip into more than any other is King Julian from Madagascar. I don't know what it is. I get excited about something and he naturally just comes out. I don't mean for him to, but it's just like, oh my goodness, we're going to go do that. I love it. And then I don't even realize I'm doing the impression until someone tells me later, and I'm like, dang it, I gotta quit doing that. Matt Webb asks, are you looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3? You better believe it, I've already got my copy pre-ordered, and I've got some Kingdom Hearts stuff coming to the channel. TSGL asks, favorite hobby to do when you have free time? Yeah, I know I've mentioned on a previous video that I'm really into drawing, which I still am, but I've recently gotten into barbecuing. I am really excited about that. Like, I got a smoker for Christmas and I've been learning how to like smoke meat on it and make legit Texas barbecue. I'm really happy about that. And then also I've been getting back into piano. It's just something nice that I can do to kind of, help me relax and unwind after a long day. SGX asks, this is so hard to say. SGX asks, what did you think is the best Disney sequel from the direct-to-DVD lineup? I usually try to forget that those exist, but okay, we'll find the one that I like the best. I probably have to say Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch. Because we'd already have the craziness of the Stitch the movie, which set up the TV show, and then Leroy and Stitch, which finished it off, and this huge, big, epic galactic story, which honestly the story was too big for either one of those to really tell, and it didn't really focus on everything very well. Lilo and Stitch 2 comes in, and it does what Lilo and Stitch should have done from the beginning. It's a smaller story on a smaller scale, and it's just Lilo and Stitch, working on their friendship. They're having some issues, and, Stitch has some stuff in his past that they end up working out, and it's really sweet. It's just a sweet little story. It's not as good as the original one, but, the animation style looks very similar to what the original film was doing. It actually paid homage to it, instead of the other ones that just look like a TV animation studio did it, which most of them did. No, this one felt like time was taken in. The colors looked right. The characters sounded right. And just about all the main voice actors came back. And it was just a sweet little film. Amy E. Clifton asks, after all that time in the jungle, how does Tarzan not have a beard? I'm convinced he's one of those guys that just can't grow a beard. I knew lots of friends like that in college. And they were always mad at me because I had a beard and they didn't. And they couldn't grow one. So he's just one of those guys who can't grow beards. That's what I say. Deanna Doney asks, if you could pick any color and animal for the next new Hogwarts house, what would it be and why? The animal would be an elephant, for obvious reasons if y'all have watched this channel long enough, because elephants are just the best. And for the colors, it would be orange and blue, because I like those colors. And the name of this place would be Hollendor, I guess. That's what my brain came up with. Destin T asks, what kind of cowboy hats do you have?
Well, being a boy from Texas, I've always got my Stetson.
I want to get some more different styles too, but right now this is the only cowboy hat I have.
That's right, showing my Texas pride.
Trackmaster1997 asks, what other franchises do you like? Obviously, any franchise within Disney I love, so Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, all of that, they're all up there and I love them. But outside of Disney, my favorite franchise, this may surprise some people, but my favorite franchise outside of Disney is actually Jurassic Park. But then a very, 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 very close second behind Jurassic Park, Lord of the Rings. Huge fan of that. And then I also really enjoy, like, DC and Harry Potter, but yeah, Jurassic Park and Lord of the Rings are where it's at outside of Disney. Justin Roughgarden asks, what are your hardest voices to speak? Either ones that require a lot of breath or causes you some bodily discomfort. I think the hardest one would probably be Pumbaa. I know I do him all the time, but that's just because I really love his voice, but I cannot do him for long periods of time. He wears me out because he needs so much breath and I have to use like every muscle in my body to get that voice just right. I can't even really do them right sitting down, so if I were to do them, I'd have to like stand up or like push myself and go like, Timon! Ever wonder what those sparkling dots are up there? I'm using like every muscle in my body to do that. LEDHC11, I have no idea how to say that, asks, who's your favorite Spider-Man? Spider-Ham. Oh, you meant the actor who actually played normal Spider-Man. Spider-Ham. I'm kidding, Tom Holland. But Spider-Ham is still my favorite Spider-Man though. Colton_Sully10 asks, if you could have any animal in Disney as a pet, which animal would it be? Oh, that's an easy one. Dumbo. Dumbo and I would be like this. We'd hang out all the time, we'd go do stuff, we'd fly around town. I wouldn't have to drive anymore, especially in LA where you have that crazy traffic. Dumbo and I could just fly over everything. Whee! Can you imagine us going to Disneyland together? Oh, that would be fun. Who needs a Dumbo ride when you have the real thing? And last question is by KT_Finsta. Have you taught your friends how to do Disney impressions? No, not really, because I think the voices annoy them after too long. They like them for a while, then after a while they're like, Brian, we just want to talk to you. But I'm like, sometimes it's fun to not talk like me. My family would do it too. I did teach one friend some voices, but that's different. He's actually a voice actor. Yeah, no, I don't think that counts. So that's it for this Ask Brian. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have questions that you want to ask, you can ask them in the comments below. Just hashtag Ask Brian so I can find it. And also, if you follow me on other social media, I will post like right before one goes out, like a few days before, so you guys can ask then, and then I'll really look at those also. So you make sure you get it fresh on the brain. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye.